Hi, I'm Will.
And I'm Paul. Welcome to HubSpot and Chill.
I am the founder of WeSimplifi, a certified HubSpot solutions partner that helps customers make HubSpot work for them and not against them.
And I'm the founder of RevOps HQ, also a certified HubSpot solutions partner, and we help people get the most out of HubSpot when they have advanced technical needs. Let's move into the fun part, which is our biggest mistakes that we've either maybe perpetrated ourselves or witnessed clients have. So you had a few good ones that you mentioned earlier. Why don't you kick this one off, Will?
Yeah, I think the biggest mistake I see, again, a lot of the customers I work with, small to medium sized, sort of growing startups. The biggest mistakes I see is they've grown so quickly that their existing CRM, whether it be spreadsheets, Pipedrive, whatever the CRM they may be in, it's a mess. So they look towards HubSpot to fix that mess. Sometimes for the right reasons, such as all the functionality that HubSpot does offer compared to most CRMs in the market. Sometimes for the wrong reasons is because they set up their last one in such a bad way that they just need to move to a new one to fix that. And the biggest thing that I see is people that they try and replicate exactly what they're doing in one CRM into another CRM. Generally speaking, it's the actual processes that need updating and need adjusting to the sort of growing business's demands. And so if you're trying to just copy and paste into HubSpot, to me that leads to the biggest mistakes and the kind of 6 months time re-looking at it again. Whereas if you already bring everything back and you start from scratch, I always say to my customers, we just need to build the foundations. We don't need to overcomplicate it. We don't need to do a load of automations. All we need to do is lay the groundwork, and we can build on that. Right? I like it when users come to me and say, "Look, I have to create a task every single time someone fills in this form." Right? Great. Well, let's automate that. If we automate it at the beginning, those tasks might never be done. They're going to clutter up your HubSpot. But because it's a demand, that automation's a demand, it works really well. So, have a spreadsheet, have a Google form, have something where your team can enter in requests. Hey, the reason for this request is I have to do this repetitively. I have to check this. I don't know when this happens. Those we can then slowly build out HubSpot. If we have the foundations for that to be built on, we have deals set up. We have deals associated with contacts. We have the pipeline set up. We're using quotes. If we have those foundations set, it becomes really easy to add these automations because it's built on strong foundations. If there is no foundations, you add 50 workflows and it all comes crumbling down on the 51st workflow. So that's one of the biggest mistakes I see. And yeah, to sum that up, it's basically don't copy and paste your current CRM when moving to HubSpot. Really think about your current operations now and what they're going to be in 6 months' time. That's a really, really big point. It's an exercise I do with all of my customers. Is that exercise? It's the now and in the future.
Yeah, and so to jump off what you're saying, this is kind of like the other side of the coin of what you're saying is you have to have a way of determining what your company's business processes actually are. So your point, don't copy a previous CRM. The other side of that, don't just, copy and paste your previous CRM into HubSpot. But a lot of companies that I see are so eager to get into HubSpot, genuinely don't even understand their own business processes. And Will, I've seen you do this, hundreds of times. You're a master at this, but meeting with clients to, visually diagram out their business processes so that they can consent to what is being done in their HubSpot, and the shape of their data in an ERD, or that, like you and I do with the BPMN diagrams, like whatever it is, in a way that you can show to clients and guide them through the visual architecture of their data flow, of their business processes. I mean, the number of, it's there's almost an educational element that has to go into it. Whereas when you're going onto HubSpot for the first time, this is for many clients, even enterprise clients, the first time they've thought about what their business processes actually are. Could you speak to that?
I mean, yeah, the thing that it doesn't make me happy, but it does make me laugh a little bit is when we do that exercise with customers, the number, I think probably at about a 90% hit rate which is, great, can you tell me how this part of your process works? They'll tell me, and then someone else on the call will be like, that's not how it works. We do it this way. And then someone else will be on the call be like, no, that's not how it works. And internally, a lot of the time, they're going to have to go away after that and discuss it internally to figure out what on the basis they all do it differently. They didn't know they all did it differently. They're going to have to go and figure that out for themselves. Right. And it's, whether someone's using a partner or not, they can go and do that. Right. They can draw out those diagrams. They can really have those discussions. But you need to find out how you're currently doing it and how you want to do it, because again, a huge proportion of my experience is that there is no alignment. There is no alignment. There might be some alignment, but throughout a whole process, throughout a whole business, that, there's very little. And then the other thing to watch out for, the other potential mistake is, a lot of growing businesses have a lot of different softwares, right? In early days, I used to have my own business before WeSimplifi. And we would, every time we had a need, we'd get a new bit of software to fill that need. It's quick, it's easy, it's ugly, but it gets the job done. And that's what a lot of customers need. When you move to HubSpot, again, take that step back. Do we need that bit of software? If we do need it, can HubSpot replace it? Like Canly is a massive one. Everyone has Canly. And I see a lot of HubSpot users who use Canly, whereas you've got the meeting feature, the meeting scheduling link feature in HubSpot, which it's almost identical. There's only a very, very, very small percentage of people that still have to use Canly as opposed to that meeting feature. So yeah, just take that step back is really the summary. Take a step back, get aligned with your team, get aligned with your company, get aligned with your processes, and then go and attack HubSpot. It's the best way to do it for sure.